Hey guys, happy Monday. It's Dr. Osborne. So I just want you to know you're not what your thoughts are, you are what you do. And thank goodness for that, right? Because if you're like me, you have crazy thoughts all the time and you're not crazy, right? So right now we have corona thoughts, lightning thoughts, storm thoughts, economy thoughts, election thoughts, politics thoughts, kids in school, kids out of school thoughts. And the problem right now is this signal to thought ratio, like the amount of information is really out of control. I mean, all these thoughts are actually causing you to actually start thinking crazy and all of us to start becoming crazy. We're actually starting to look crazy. I mean, look around. It's true. Today I want to encourage you to have more thoughts of good. Have more thoughts of God. And imagine instead of actually just seeing everyone's masks, right? We could actually see their thought bubbles. You know, like in cartoons where someone has this thought and then all of a sudden you can actually see what they're thinking, right? What if you could actually see what I'm thinking right now in my thought bubble, instead of just what's in my dialogue box, that big square one that comes out there. And I know it's hard to think outside your thought bubble, but some things are really best left inside the bubble right now. You don't have to believe what your thoughts are. And this is important really because what you believe is going to become your reality and it's going to determine how you feel. So don't follow your feelings. It's the worst thing that you can do because it's bad for 98% of us. Because have you ever thought something? Have you ever thought you should punch somebody or say something to somebody that you would never let outside of your thought bubble, right? Don't act on your feelings. Always follow your feelings back to your thought, and you'll start to see your understanding of the world, your reality, right? What you're thinking. What are you thinking about these days? And many of you have thought, well, this is the year I never thought, right? This is the year I would never have thought that we would have been in lockdown. I would never thought that I worn masks or my kids would have been out of school or eaten dinner in the middle of a street. I would never this would be the year I never thought I would see my kids not graduate. Or have you thought I get to spend more time with my family that I never thought I would be able to? I've been able to catch up on the chores at home. I've been able to relax. Are your thoughts about the world coming apart, or are your thoughts about the world coming together? Because thoughts become your reality. So what are your thoughts about yourself? Your personal thought bubble is the one that nobody gets to see. The way that you see yourself will actually determine really what you do and what you don't do, because these thoughts actually, like I said earlier, lead to your actions. And there comes a time when the thought bubbles actually become dialogue boxes. Eventually they're going to become a dialogue box if you have enough thoughts about it. Maybe it's time to pop those thought bubbles, right? Just to get rid of them. Remember who you were before this time consumed you, right? Some things are just best left in the bubble, and pop that bubble. Look, my friends, it's been estimated that we take in more information in a single day than the average person did in an entire lifetime in the 1400s. If you let too much in, you're just going to go crazy. Don't think about tomorrow. You already have enough to think about today. So all tomorrow thoughts actually create trouble today, right? They're trouble bubbles. And there's another bubble that you actually have to be aware of. And what about the people around you, right? Have their thoughts actually started to become your thoughts, right? Has Facebook's thoughts become your thoughts? I would suggest that it might be time to have a delete party in your contacts. The people that are affecting your thoughts. Who's in your bubble? 5,000 Facebook contacts will drive you crazy. It'll drive anybody crazy in a bubble, and it's making you crazy. Protect your bubble. Only let people who bring in thoughts of love and life and health and happiness into your bubble. The last bubble I really want to talk to you about is what I call the NBA bubble. And it doesn't stand for basketball, but it stands for no butts allowed. Get your butts out of the possibility bubble. Try not using the word but. From now on saying, I am going to do this. Just take that mask off, because we have to wear our physical ones. It doesn't mean that we have to wear our emotional mask. The butt allows you to wear an emotional mask, right? It's an emotional mask of protection. I would take my mask off, but I would start to exercise, but the smoke. I would hug somebody, but the virus. I would save money, but the economy. I would help someone, but I am busy, right? So how do you fix this? Well, first of all, start your day off in a bubble And I personally need about 5 minutes to start my day in a bubble, right? I literally put my time in a bubble, and in the bubble is the breakthrough that you've been looking for in your life. Just spend 5 minutes at the start of the day. Start 5 minutes in your own bubble, in your own thought bubble, organizing your thoughts, choosing your thoughts that you want to be able to have. And if you start getting overwhelmed during the day, just get back in your own thought bubble and get back the thoughts that you want to have so that you can have the action in your life. Look, things may not be, you might not think that they should be, nor are you doing what you think you should do right now. Look, I got to tell you guys, look, I serve by speaking the truth and telling you the truth. You know, some people are going to listen and some people won't. I want to burst your bubble today by piercing it with new thoughts. And that's what my job is, to pierce it with new thoughts about what is possible in your life and what is possible in your health if only you had no thoughts. If only you could see what's possible and just know that your plan Z is probably God's plan A. So are you open to new thoughts? Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. What are your thought bubbles and what should they be? And I just want you to remind you that your thought bubbles can link you and they can limit you at the same time. Have you forgotten who you are? Have you been medicating yourself with your misery there? If you're breathing, it's time to burst your thought bubble and to actually create a bubble around your body, a bubble around your mind, a bubble around your family that will protect you. A thought can start and stop healing at the same time, and your certainty is coming from knowing what's going to happen, right? But confidence comes from knowing who's doing that healing. Confidence who knows what's inside of you, and remember that you are brilliant, that you are powerful. So what are your thoughts about what you can be and what you are capable of? You know, make a better bubble, guys. You don't think differently with just one squat, right? And you don't change your life with just one thought. So just build your bubble, burst the ones that are holding you back right now, burst the ones that are creating more lack right now, and actually bring people together with new thoughts. Share these thoughts. Make sure you have a great day, and I just want to thank you for spending time with me, and let's build a better bubble in this world. Happy day, Dr. Osborne.